Hello YouTube. So in today's video I'm going to be cleaning up the air filter on the Nissan Titan. Yeah, so it's been dirty for the past couple of months. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to be cleaning it and oiling it. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and here we go. Dirty dudes. Alright guys, I'm going to be removing this. It only has one screw right here that holds this clamp. And this is the brand. It's not a K&N, but it's still a reusable air filter. And as you can see how dirty this filter really is. I'm going to go ahead and be cleaning it. So let's keep it going, guys. So a lot of you guys out there don't know that you can actually clean these and re-oil them. So again, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it step by step. Disclaimer, I'm not an automotive technician, certified or nothing, so do this on your own risk. I'm just going to show you how I do it, my way on cleaning it. And this is going to be the first time I clean it and oil this filter. I guess I've had that filter for a year and a half on this truck. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to clean it and show you guys how dirty these filters get. I do recommend you guys keeping your stock air box because it doesn't get as dirty as often. Also, beware that some filters you can't clean. They're paper filters, so I don't recommend you guys cleaning those. You could dust them out. I also don't recommend you guys using some high air pressure on those filters because it does open them up, tears them a little bit, damages them. So I don't recommend you guys using some air pressure. So what I usually do is just dust them out, hit them in the floor or whatever, but do not use those air guns, blowers, whatever you guys want to call them. Alright guys, I already removed it. As you can see the inside, how clean it is. That's a good sign that dirt wasn't getting in the intake. But you can see how dirty this is. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little, I'm going to pat all this out and then pass it with the water hose. Low pressure. Again, you don't really need to put a lot of pressure on the filters. You don't want to damage or make any tears on this. This is actually cotton, I think. Again, I don't recommend using with your stock air filters because they are paper. Make sure you guys do your research before actually doing this cleaning and oiling. And again, this is the brand. I've been using this brand for maybe 4 years. I do have an aftermarket cold air intake. I'll put a link for you guys somewhere up here, so you guys go check it out if you're interested on the cold air intake on this Nissan Titan. Also, I did the air intake on a Hellcat. I'll do a link for you guys somewhere up here as well for that aftermarket air intake on that 700 horsepower Hellcat. How dirty it is. Alright, so this is the kit I'm going to be using. It run me $20. It's a K&N Performance Recharge Cotton Air Filter Cleaning System. It comes with oil and a cleaning solution. The only bad thing about it is actually red, and this is, you can see, blue. That's the only bad thing about it, but I don't really care. I don't really mind about color because it's all about performance, not really about the color. As you can see, it's really, really dirty. So it does come with instructions and how to use it. You guys could read over it, but it's still a good filter. In the meanwhile, I don't want nothing going into my intake, so I went ahead and put some cloths in here. Make sure you guys don't forget, so leave it a little out so you could see it and you won't forget it. Again, if you guys are interested on that install on this intake, make sure you guys check out that link. Alright guys, already did a little rinse Rooney on it. I'm going to go ahead and let it dry before I actually put the cleaner on it and give it another rinse before I actually do the oiling part of it. So hopefully it dries fast. I'm going to go ahead and give it maybe 30 minutes because it is hot out here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the sun. Today's not really that sunny. Actually a beautiful day today here in Laredo, Texas. Alright guys, so it's a semi-dry. I'm going to go ahead and add that cleaning solution and wash it away. I'm actually putting the water through the inside going to the outside. I don't want to put the washer going in. I don't want to damage it and do some holes or tear it or something so it could actually go into the intake. So I'm actually blowing the water from the inside to the outside. And I went ahead and air dried it outside with the sun. I didn't put it in the microwave oven or nothing like that. I didn't use a blow dryer or again high pressure air, nothing like that. I just let the weather take care of it. I don't know if I'm gonna oil it because it doesn't look as bad. But we'll see. I think the oil is just for it to keep it moist so it won't dry out and start cracking. I think that's the whole point on that oil. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so this is going to be your cleaner. You're going to go at it. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys after I wash it because I know I didn't record the first time I washed it with no cleaning solutions, and it did help a lot. So I'm not really going to use a lot of this. I'll probably rinse it once or twice before I let it dry and oil it. And I think the instruction says to leave it 5 minutes, and you're not supposed to let this dry while in the filter. I don't know where I read it. I'll look for it inside the box right now for you guys. But again, keep this moist. You don't want it to dry. Look, it's already. Alright guys, so this is the actual instructions for this product. I really like this. I like how detailed they go into the instructions, not to do, what to do. It's actually said soak for 10 minutes. So 7:37, 37, 38, 39, 47. Oh, wash it. It says most air cleaners normally require. Okay, 4 uses step below. Pop, 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 pop. The product, not sponsored, never used it before, but I don't think I'm going to spray the inside. Again, it's not really dirty from here, so I'm just spraying the outside. And when I wash it, I'm going to see it has a lot. Alright guys, 10 minutes later I'm going to go ahead and rinse it. Again, I'm not going to use high pressure, nothing like that. I'm going to be using some low pressure water from the inside going out to the outside. Alright guys, so you can actually see the difference. That it just one cycle of that cleaning solution. Well, one of regular was water, and the second one was with the cleaning solution. But as you can see the difference. Again, I'll probably use that oil, but I'm not gonna overdo it. You're not supposed to actually overdo it. It's just to keep this from cracking, I guess. A little close up. I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry, and we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, again, don't put any air in it. Don't dry it with any blow dryers. Don't put it in the microwave. Don't put it in the oven. Don't do anything smart. Just let nature take care of its own. Give it a little shaking. Shake off the excess. Little taps on the plastic here, not on here. On the plastic. That was actually just a clamp. I would recommend you take it off because it does kind of might want to rust. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and make sure that it's actually really dry before I put this back. And just shake it. And again, guys, disclaimer: I'm not an actual certified technician, so do this at your own risk. It pays to save. You know what I mean? These actually run $60 to $80. The cleaning kit again cost me $20. So you can calculate the difference. You could probably use that at least 2 or 3 times instead of buying these over and over. But it's a good thing about these. The only bad thing about this is it does attract a lot of dust and stuff like that compared to your stock air box. The Infinity, I actually have the stock air box. I don't think I'm gonna go with a cold air intake. Don't think so. I do have a video where I clean the throttle bodies, so I'm gonna put a link for you guys up here somewhere. And that actually happens when you don't change out that air filter, or it sucks up air or something. So it's really hot down here, so this is actually halfway dry. I'm going to go ahead and give it maybe another 45 minutes to an hour so it could fully get dry. I don't want no water going into my engine. It's another safety concern. You don't want water in your engine. It will cause your engine a hydro lock. That's when water gets sucked into your engine from the intake. So when you see a puddle or something, don't go through it. Don't try to go speed and make those waves, because you could accidentally get water into these things. Another reason why I don't really like these, because it's really easy access for water to get in compared to your air box, where it's actually sealed and just has a little opening for the air. But they're still dangerous. I don't recommend you guys going through puddles, stuff like that, because you can get your engine hydro locked. Do not play with puddled water. I know how fun it is, but you can see it. Don't drop it. You don't want to get it dirty again. I am a professional. Not a certified professional, but I am a professional. Don't get me wrong. And over a close one. Let's call this a helicopter. Let's call this martini. Shaken, not stirred. Let's call this the guillotine. Is it the guillotine? I don't think it's the guillotine. I think this is the guillotine. So got water. Again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave these out in the sun for another hour. Make sure 100% it doesn't have any water in this. So I'll see you guys in an hour. Alright guys, so it's been an hour and 30 minutes that's been outside out in the sun. You can see it seems to be dry. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with that oil. You do spray it outside. You don't want to spray that inside because you don't want to suck up that into your throttle body. So you're gonna spray the outside and you're just gonna go real light with that oil. You don't want to overdo it. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray it again. I'm just gonna do a little light. Nothing crazy. And it does say let it dry 20 minutes before you actually use it. I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry, or not dry, let it set for 45. Okay, there we go. Before I actually install this back in the truck, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a last wipe down. Again, you don't want to suck up any of that oil into your throttle body. Okay, let's set that right there. I did install some Canon filters on my Infinity. I'll put you guys a link right here somewhere. And that I actually didn't wipe the excess oil on that Canon filters, and it actually dirtied my my throttle body, so I had to clean those. But all in all, it is a good product. Just don't overdo it. Okay, let's let it set, and hopefully everything goes well. Alright guys, so it's been 40 minutes. It still has a lot of oil. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the excess and give it another 20 minutes for it to set in, and then put it back in my truck and take it for a test drive. I'm also curious if it's gonna give me better mileage. Right now with the filter dirty, it was giving me 10 miles to a gallon. So hopefully this helps me helps out my truck. So let's go ahead and give it a wipe down and give it another 20 minutes to settle in. Alright guys, time to install everything back. Don't forget to take off your cloth here. I'm gonna go ahead and check everything's tight and snug, and I'm just gonna install my filter. Again, it's already should be fine. So let's install this back. Alright guys, let's turn this on. Make sure there's no leaks. And let's go give it a test drive. Alright guys, so a few weeks later, I noticed I'm getting excellent, amazing gas mileage. I'm actually 180 miles, 180 miles, and it's a little bit less than half a tank. But before I would do 200 with a full tank of gas. So we've been doing a great gas mileage with that cleaning of that air filter. And I'm going to be calling this video a wrap. Again guys, like always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.